I'm Brian Redard.
And I'm Tori Clement.
And this
is the UltraFit System.
Do you want to get better at obstacles? The UltraFit System will provide on-demand workouts where you can follow along step by step as we teach you the skills necessary to take your strength to the next level.
These workouts are designed for any age, any fitness level, and any ability.
There'll be daily workouts designed uniquely by myself and other fitness professionals to help tax not only full body strength, but your cardiovascular system through high-intensity interval training and many other skills on a daily basis.
The UltraFit System creates new workouts weekly on demand to fit your schedule. With UltraFit, you get different variations of workouts, all for beginner level, intermediate, and advanced. UltraFit, the only system that brings the obstacle gym to you. Order yours today.
First appearance in a UNX major and first one up.
Now she started here. This is a hands and feet obstacle, so you're allowed to use your hands on top. You are not allowed to get on top and just walk across them. But you know, however you want to get through it using your hands and feet. Other than that, you're welcome to. Now we got our second obstacle here is a unique set of laches to random grips. We like to think that the ring can be a gimme, but again, with them swinging, we see ninjas all the time slip up, knock it, and that's all it takes to miss here. Going to the second, almost like a trapeze bar, but whenever the trapeze connections are in the middle versus the outside.
Hanging on by her fingertips there. Got a good grip on that ring, and that completes the first set of that obstacles. But here, she maintains suspension over the ground. A lot of grip strength endurance early on in the course.
Yeah, a lot going. Completing that obstacle there, moving on. This wall traverse is really interesting. She can go high or make a big leap to go across it. Looks like she's going to take the up route. Save the arms. Making good work of this, using her feet though. Your feet are allowed on the hold, so she's getting through really smooth. Big drop.
I think if I'm an athlete on this course, I'm gonna use my feet on that bar because that is a significant drop.
Yes.
And you can absorb it as much as you can, but that is gonna tax your shoulders, no questions. I think she did a smart job there.
Now, best advice I got here is link this jump. You really don't want to stop on this trampoline, or you're not gonna make that 10-foot jump afterwards. It's a very hard broad jump. So she looks like she's going to go with a high bounce. Hopefully she gets enough out of it. Oh, just touching down there. Just didn't quite make it past. You have to get onto that hip pillow. First mom to make it up the warped wall on American Ninja Warrior. She is very strong though. Came in with an awesome attitude last night as we were chatting, getting ready for the competition. She says,
oh man, little double gun salute. You gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Shout out to her son.
She's got some kids that didn't get to make it out today. They're probably viewing in live right now though. She zones in, taking off. I like it, going with no hands on the first couple steps, way faster than we saw out of Sierra. A couple seconds you can save there just by running versus using a cat grab technique. Oh, good. A lot of control. Catching it with a reversed hand grip. Oh, Sandy, she's looking strong.
Now, the different grips that are available to our athletes on the various obstacles, like a ring is considered a real strong grip, but she's still doing that switch grip. Yeah. Is that just to conserve energy at any point?
I think it's if you go overhand, try to put both hands overhand into a ring, it's a crowded space for my big hands at least, so I always like to go one hand in forward and then try to come from the back side with a reverse grip. That way I can solidify the grab. If the backhand peels off, I got a good forehand, but trying to get them both in at the same time, I could miss them both. So that's my technique on why I always go mixed grip on that. Quick work through this one too. Volumes are in. just like any climbing route, volumes are always good. Keep those feet up.
Look at that. I mean, you can see her wingspan. She was fully extended. Like, that is a far drop.
Yeah. All right. This should be the first to make it through.
She's gonna need a little bit more. Oh, but she got it.
That's amazing.
Okay. All right. Taking a moment here on the rope traverse, another suspended obstacle. Again, that second obstacle, and you can see that rope drops down a little bit, so you got to make sure that it's not preloaded, right? So you got to make sure that you get it in there, get that tension in it before you release. Nicely done.
All of those are preloaded, actually. They're all going to drop on you, and the drop gets bigger and bigger. It's smart of her to pull before she gets moving there. She's got a little heavy breathing here. She's trying to calm that heart rate down. Smart move.
This next obstacle, hook, line, and ringer. Another one that I was able to get my hands on before. Look at just shouting. Is that adrenaline, or is she just battling this obstacle?
You gotta get weightless at this second.
Nice. Great recovery, a little hung up, a few extra swings. Now she's got to transition to the next ring.
Interesting move, removing it early, could save some energy, but that swing is really important.
Misses again on that second hook.
Yeah, you're gonna have to build swing here. She's gonna have to build. She's gonna have to take a second, not hop, but swing. She's trying to hop it up, but she's gonna have to get a bigger swing.
Well, she's running into the truss there, having a difficult time, and unfortunately that is it. And up now on the starting platform, Abby Clark, our third competitor through this women's semifinal, using that same technique, speeding through that first through platforms there and almost knocking over the fourth one, but she was great control recovery.
This obstacle here, cars, swings on swings. It's a lot of different ground.
Easy for you to say.
I know, right? At least we don't have to do it.
Now, any of those three rings there is a completion. So this obstacle is 2 in 1, and once you hit that, any of the rings in that trilogy of rings, that finishes that obstacle before you move on to the sliding part of it.
She is moving quick, though. I wonder if she's going to go for the skip. Oh, she is looking at it. Oh, but she goes out. Who's going to be our first to make that jump?
You did. You could see it in her eyes a little bit. She wanted it. She wanted it, but I think she did a great job making adjustment, playing it safe. Ooh, big swing. Nice punch off the trampoline, and she made it to the landing platform. Good extension there, grabbed a little low, but held on to the rope behind her. I like that technique.
I like how these women both have made it through the rope drops here. And our first major we saw, the loaded rope, was something that took a lot of women out. And they're now getting that technique of pulling that slack out before they go, getting straight ahead swing, now into hook, line, and ringer.
Very smooth on that first transition.
Quiet placement on that too. Okay, again going with removing the ring first. Now the swing angle matters though. She's got it.
Well, she's 2 for 2 on transitions, and that's it. The third, she makes the dismount, racing to the buzzer, and we have our first finisher in this women's semifinal.
Awesome job.
Now, as an athlete, you see the competitor before you finish the course. That has to be a morale boost, right? Now you've seen it done.
Yeah.
Although, are they competing in isolation right now?
They don't know. I mean, I'm sure hear the applause when somebody makes it. The sin train is real though in Ninja, that if one person makes it, what a big
swing.
Yeah.
Maybe she was just going to go ahead and skip that ring.
She was telling us last night she does love her shades though, and I can tell because she has a great ability to build her swing. If you can build that swing faster, that's less time on your hands. Hanging off an obstacle. She fell in love with Ninja just by having a birthday party there at a Ninja gym. You must have realized how awesome she is at it. Plays a lot of other sports though. Basketball, soccer, track, volleyball. Man, she's acting like this is her full-time job right now though she's putting down on this course.
Yeah, she's having fun and putting all that athleticism that you just listed on just on display right now. Looking very comfortable, very smooth, and charging after it. Ooh.
Low foot.
Low foot.
I wonder if someone's going to try at some point to just shimmy along with their feet and jump to a landing platform. All right, this is where the big technique comes into play. You have got to hit this trampoline just right. There's two different approaches you can take. You can take a high drop for a high bounce, or you can kind of do a drive-by bounce with a straight forward hop.
She's going by the drive-by.
Yeah.
That was enough.
We have plenty of space. A little time for the chalk on the hands. Now each one of these ropes has a little bit more slack than the last. See a big drop? Yes.
That's how Ethan Swanson gets you.
Yeah. Great job.
I mean, but that is the mental component of that obstacle, right? Because it drops a little bit more. You need to take a little more slack out every single time. And if you're not ready for it, if you're just thinking ahead, you're not present and getting it done the way that you need to. But she absolutely is.
Yes. You're on a hook, line, and a ringer. It's important that you hop the ring off to the side onto the right. If you hop to the left, the rope will get caught behind the first hold.
She had a little bit of an elliptical swing. It looks like she was trying to correct that before she went, and that paid off in a big way.
She has a lot of strength and not a lot of body weight that she has to worry about. I think looks really comfortable hanging by her hands right now.
Comfortable hanging by one hand.
Yeah.
And when she's releasing, yeah, you can see that was better. Nicely done. Last transition here, she's got to get up to that final ring and then build momentum to swing to the finishing platform.
You really don't want to release the swing.
Oh, by her toes.
Oh no.
Making her way to the starting platform right now, Ashley McConville.
Now I've gotten to see her runs and have some fun playing and doing fun events down at Mike Cook's Ultimate Backyard Warrior with her. And I know she's training with the Berge family. I watch all their videos they put up. A super fun time. They're doing awesome ninja moves, and I just recently put up some big lache moves she's got, 12-foot laches. So she's got some definite skill and strength. I'm ready to see her hit this course.
Good strides to that fourth block.
Easy work of this.
Yeah.
Steps.
So smooth.
I'm starting to wonder who all is going to start to minimize movements here. As you get faster and faster, one less swing. You know, could she have gone on that one? Could she go on this one right away? Like, it's all those swings add up, but we're just talking seconds at this point.
Yeah, that's sort of the roll of the dice that you play here in the semifinals, because obviously you want to make it further enough, fast enough to qualify for the finals, but you don't want to make a silly mistake trying to go too fast. That'll disqualify you. So even when we were talking to Abby Clark after she finishes after she finished the course, it was like she has ideas for how she can improve upon it the next time. That's that confidence that you get from being through it in the semifinals.
Is Ashley going to do it? Oh, she goes up. Very smooth.
You want it so bad.
Someone gap that so bad. She looks calm and collected though. Very smooth.
Yeah, one of the smoothest drops that we've seen from that high bar to the low one.
I'm gonna have to get the girls to braid my hair.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
You've seen it in motion.
I've seen it now.
You've seen the braids on the course, and now you know that that's your future.
Dude, I'm thinking the braids go. Ooh, legs buckled a bit on the trampoline, but still got enough out of it. Wow.
How did she do that?
What a girl.
Pure adrenaline and lower body strength.
Yeah, she just powered through the trampoline. That was awesome. Crowd throwing out some love. I might watch one too. Let's go, Ashley. Sometimes I forget we're mic'd up, you know? No, I'm not here. Me and Evan, we love watching this. We also want to see these ninjas do their best. Again, one extra swing here on the rope. Very smooth though. Now you have to start to wonder about time. These ninjas don't know the time of the person in front of them, but you think, you're playing the mind games. Am I going to complete obstacles? Do I need a breather? Should I be going faster? You know, this is, you got to qualify time-wise. Got a lot of competitors get here so far. You need to see buzzers, and you got to get there quick.
Ooh, real quick. First transition. She is just defined by smoothness right now. Her flow across this course is pretty fantastic.
Yeah. It's a big swing. Her swing is a little crooked here. If you can see from our angle, we can see it more clearly. She's going the wrong swing, but it's starting to adjust. She's starting to correct. Oh no, bumping that truss is slowing her swing.
Yeah. Boy, it's just tough to get the right angle with. If you don't get it that first time, that truss definitely gets in your way.
And every miss is just a jolt on the arms. Again, she's counting down the time.
Oh, wow.
She was looking dishing out to the red from there. I don't think there's a rule that says you can't just go from the red if you throw big. Oh, but there is some big love for Maggie Owen. 15 years old, in this local area, first place finisher at our first Naperville qualifier. Finished 4th in the Major 1. She's proved herself multiple times in ninja competitions. This is her home gym here. Has a twin brother, enjoys drawing. Come on, what else? Coached by Jesse Lebrecht. Dude, this girl is awesome. I'm ready to see her run.
You said it. 4th at Major number 1, so I have to imagine that she's eyeing the podium. She wants to get there this time.
Yes. Great confidence through our sidewinder step. She always likes to have some fun socks on. You guys get a view of that. She's flying through the air. She always got some colorful and fun socks.
That's right up your alley. You're a fun sock man.
Dude. Hey, look good, play good is a real thing. That girl, Maggie, at 15 years old, making these moves look so smooth. Even right there, she locked off her left arm to reach for that next ring, and it controlled her body. Other people swinging around, moving, where she's locked that off, she knows she's got control. Now, for her being a little bit shorter, that dismount is actually a little bit scarier. Will she be the first? Shoot the gap?
Shoot the gap.
She's going up. Using that little lip there to put her foot on. Smart climber beta. Think to use any kind of foot chip.
I like it. She jumped right into that obstacle, now moving on to the trapeze, but she got hung up a little bit on the bungee cord there. It took a couple extra swings, and now I think she's trying to make up some time.
Keep it. I like how she's not wasting times in transitions. When you've done more and more ninja comps, the first thing you realize is how much time you wasted just sitting around, taking a breath. She knows. She knows she's got to go.
Yeah.
Taking no chalk there, just literally dipped her fingertips in there. She must be feeling good.
Oh boy. One-handed grab, then using that to get the second hand up there. Locks that one in.
A lot of these younger ninjas, especially in our girls division, their only thing about the younger ages getting is their height. It's really not their strength and technique. They've been training and have great technique, but they do have to make a little bit bigger hops there.
Oh.
That's teamwork there. Come on. You're allowed incidental touch on the ground on this one. The idea is that it actually is not going to help you. Come on, girl. Get to that buzzer. Ganji is waiting to call out time. Who knows what time she has left. Got to keep it going, girl. Big pullback.
Nicely done.
Great job. We have 16 competitors. I believe 8 of those will be moving to the finals. Jordan Carl hoping to be one of those.
Ooh, I like that technique.
Dancing her way through.
Yeah.
Dancing her way through. Nice. Got a little pink in the hair there, representing today. Again, he's looking really smooth. Confident on these obstacles. You can see the 2-part swing she has going there for that trapeze style, where you can build a swing a little faster with a 2-part kick. So where you gotta change your direction there, side to side instead of forward and backwards. That bungee, I got my hands on it. And over 200 pounds, that thing sags big time. I love to see them on it just kind of bouncing their way through that obstacle.
No, you're not going to get what you want on that one either. Waiting for that gap. But very smooth through that obstacle.
Jordan into our technique-based obstacle here on this trampoline.
Ooh. Did DeGanji? Ooh, that was so close. Chalking up, asking for her time from DeGanji, our coach on the course today.
DeGanji, rule maker, rule follower, awesome dude, coder,
fantastic obstacle athlete himself. He's really just the whole package.
He really is. But it's not about him, it's about Jordan, and she is crushing this course. Made light work of the loaded ropes there. Straight up, no real rest here, just enough time to get some chalk on her hands.
I like that. She's got the clock in mind.
Ooh. Almost got caught there. This is really important which direction she pulls back. Ooh, not the right direction. You gotta pull back, which is gonna put you in the right place.
Ooh.
Now she's gonna kick her legs towards that truss behind her. You're still again at that angle. They got it. Just muscling her way to the top that way it'll work. Now these are taped rings, so they grip really well. It's a bigger ring, so you can fit 2 hands on it.
Man.
It's not really the hold that is very tough. It's the whole course before this obstacle that's got their grip tags.
Ooh, there it is.
Nice job.
Amazing job.
Wow, and she's our 3rd finisher. You want to be cognizant of that. Just like that, we're into Olivia's round here.
Olivia Colasano.
Now,
Familiar face from our major number 1.
Yes, and I've seen her at local competitions around. When we were asking her if she won the $4,000 at first prize, what would she do? Immediately, she's like, I would do more ninja competitions. And now it makes sense. It's like her business. She's reinvesting in her business. She, you know, we joked, like, maybe you'll get a first class ticket to fly to your next competition or something. But she just wants to do more ninja.
Wow, and Made real short work of that bungee. Nicely done. No extra swings there. And right into the next obstacle.
She's coming out of California, 15 years old. Movement Lab is her local gym. Started there at 13 years old, so just 2 years ago. She's currently in 5th overall. Now she was in her first major. Come on. Very good.
Wow.
She was in her first major, but did not qualify straight into this one. She had to go back to the qualifiers to go around. She qualified in Austin, flew out there, competed, made her way back into her second major. Interesting here, you can see she is left-handed, so she's the first one to be facing that direction as she goes through. Sometimes that can play out, left-handed or right-handed on obstacles, but most time they're universal. It's just something good to know. Something could play out to her advantage.
I love her pace through the course right now, already onto our final obstacle here. And she's been just making the most of every single move through each of these obstacles. Now in this one, hook, line, and ringer, it really is all about having the right angle, controlling your swing and your momentum, and not taking any extra swings as we've seen.
Is she gonna pull it off or is she gonna back kick here? Okay, kick behind into that mat. You got it, go sideways. There we go. She's going for the dismount too? To the ring.
Ooh! Oh no!
Bummer. Great run though. Just seen it. Got top tier back. We got 14-year-old Ava Colasanti up next. Coming in from New Jersey. This will be her first UNX major. Another birthday party find out about Ninja. I love it. At 14-year-old, she's a rock climber. What a birthday party someone had having Ninja things. She must have realized how strong she was. And she's like, you know what? I can do this. Maybe realize how fun it was. Yeah, look at that swing she's got going. Just really controlled grabs.
There's certainly higher stakes than a birthday party here at Major 2. And what is that transition like, I wonder, for athletes who get into a sport just having a good time with it? Not simply just doing it for fun, but actually being competitive, because that's certainly what she is right now. She is competitive.
Definitely. I mean, there's a big-time competition. She's up against a lot of big-name ninjas. Some of the fun conversation we had last night was a lot of these younger girls were excited to be with the pros. It was their first time being with the pros. Like, what does that mean? What does it feel like to watch someone on television do this, or see them compete locally, and then now you're competing against them? And not only you're competing, but you're competitively close in competition. It's not like you're in a different league or division.
Yeah, exactly right. The youth are competing right alongside the veterans and doing extremely well. Takes an extra swing here, looking to build that momentum, punches off the trampoline, and boy.
There we go. Not letting it phase her either, just moving on.
Ooh. Good mindfulness to use the previous rope, correct your swing, and move on. I like that. I like her mental game right now. Looking very composed.
So Ava qualified up at Center Court, New Jersey.
Oh. Difficult to see what happened there. On the transition to the next ring, I don't know if she pumped out or if it was simply didn't get her hand on it right. I thought she had a grip. But whatever the case, it just wasn't.
I'm excited to see her. I've been spending some time out in Houston a lot lately, and I've seen this girl complete courses. I've competed against her in a UNA 8, and she beat me.
Is that a real story?
That's a real story from real life.
That's pretty impressive. Ooh, I love it. Love the strides through those steps. Just bounding her way through. On a personal note, I actually really love the lower body obstacles, the ones that demand that you be explosive and controlled with the lower body. A lot of suspended obstacles too, which takes its own type of skill set and experience. But I love seeing that. I love the way the course starts.
Yeah. I'm always rooting for more lower body obstacles. But it was actually in our conversation last night with most athletes, the biggest thing they didn't want was a balance obstacle. To be such a ninja killer to get on a balance, because it can take out anybody. Smooth landing there. Isabella working her way up through here. Isabella letting us know her faith is a big part of her life. Very thankful for the gifts that God gave her, and she loves to use them in the way of ninja. Big smile on her face, chatting last night. I know she's nervous as everyone gets for competition, but very, very talented young girl.
Well, she certainly seems focused right now. So I gotta be honest, I was expecting more incompletes on that obstacle, especially when they don't have the big momentum, but they are hitting it precisely where they need to complete that 10-foot gap.
Yeah,
Only one miss so far to the competition.
it's a technique-based obstacle, and these girls are just getting it right on their first go for the most part.
Nice big swing. Oof. Wow. Looks like she got it on the way back down.
Yeah, I didn't even hear it. It's so smoothly placed on there. This is where she needs to throw her swing right.
Yeah, this is the moment you don't want to rush. Nice. Got to get that angle right, and she does, and locks in that second ring. A little bit of an elliptical swing here. Want to make sure that when she pulls back, that momentum is going to take her toward the finishing platform. There it is, and she's got it. And we got another buzzer.
Chanel Arenas is up next. This is her first UNX major. Did an amazing job at Ninja Warehouse, where she was just crushing. I saw her on the cliffhanger at the end of that. Very tough obstacle. She got a lot of grip strength. And it looks like a lot of leg strength there.
Yeah.
This
Wow. Such a quick transition. She did not take an extra swing at all. Just had that backswing back-loaded already. Made the quick transition. She is attacking this course, and I love it.
That's a mentality I've been training with Daniel Gill a lot. The way he goes through obstacles is not getting through them with ease. It's more attacking them and getting them over with, getting them done fast. And you actually save energy when you attack the course like that.
And that's exactly what she's doing right now, wasting no time launching into that next series of bars.
She's from out in Utah, only 13 years old, but has been doing ninja for 2 years.
Goodness. She didn't hit. You could see when she was fully extended, unlike other competitors that have the wingspan to reach down and brace themselves on that lower bar, she just didn't have it. She was inches away. And that's a hard drop to absorb all that impact.
She was fortunate to qualify at her home gym. Is that enough? It is. And so now this is coming outside of her home in a bit. coming to the majors where it's not her home gym, but treating it like it is. Just going through this place with confidence, like she owns the place.
She really does. She's not looking for perfection right now. She's looking for completion, and she's looking to make it through this obstacle course as fast as she can.
Again, an amazing set of braids. I've got to get my hair braided.
You're loving it.
Yeah.
That's your winter look, man.
The one-handed grab.
And why not?
The braids go.
Oof, I love it. So the very tip right of that pendulum swing, there's a moment of weightlessness, and you see if you know and have the body awareness to do so, that's when you try to lock that ring in on the hook.
And I could tell when she started.
Oh boy.
She had a very wonky swing. Instead of correcting it before she let go, she just let it swing, and now she's in no man's land. She's got to correct. You've got to start kicking the direction you want to go instead of just letting it ride out. You either need to kill the swing here or force it the direction you want it.
No, and that's it. She knew that she knew it. She knew she was in no man's land and wasn't able to do what she needed to do, and that's
no woman's land.
No woman's land. And now, a woman who needs no introduction, Jessie Flex Lebrec.
Get it, girl. She had an early exit in our first major, just slipping up on a second obstacle. She seems focused now, though.
She does. This is her home gym. Ultimate Ninjas Naperville has coached a lot of the athletes that ended up qualifying for Major 1 and Major 2.
Yeah. You can hear her hands on that aluminum bar as it's got a lot of grip. Her hands are good and dried out. That's the way you want to feel as you're moving through that course, that extra grip.
Now, as far as athletes in our women's division goes, Jessie's one of our taller ones.
Yes, definitely one of the bigger ninjas. And we'll see how that plays out here on this. See how the bungees give a bit more. She could touch down. We just watched Paris's run where she was struggling to dismount. Is she gonna go for it? Ooh, not yet. Someone's got to shoot the gap. Now, I want to see someone run along that second one and jump to the platform too. We do have the men's division coming up. They get a little hectic sometimes. I know Hunter Gerard and Kyle Soderman like to throw some crazy stuff, so we may see something different there. Flex here on the trampoline though. All right.
Ooh, boy.
There's a technique I like to call the gallop step. It's a 1-2 instead of a punch. She's using that for distance instead of height, so it works. And a very smart move out of Lebrec. Catching her breath here. She must be feeling a little pumped.
Yeah, big breaths. You're right. Little pumped, and I think there is some pressure with a lot of these younger competitors looking up to her as an athlete, as a pro that has sort of paved the way. She obviously wanted to do better in our first major, as we talked about, and now she has a chance to do that in her home gym. And I'm sure that takes a toll on the mental aspect of getting through this course.
Definitely. Really taking some time to catch your breath.
Ooh.
That swing, not a big deal though. She can fix this, and she does. Important where she kicks here.
Yeah.
Good. Blunting her way through it, knowing she's putting out that hardcore effort here. Come on, Jessie, get to that landing platform. One on two. Get there, girl. Go ahead.
Yeah. That is what we're talking about.
Up next, though, Barclay Stockett, the Sparkly Ninja. She's here. She was in her first major and got third. She came in just right off of a flight with very little rest, very little time to plan on the course, but came out and crushed it. Now having a little more time, let's see how she does. Not that foot.
A little fake out.
She said, not that foot. I'm going to do a different one. There she's resetting, focused up. I'd wear those pants.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I've seen you in those pants.
Barclay is so strong. We had a UNA competition just last weekend, I believe it was. She's just cranking out one-arm pull-ups like it's nothing. So her strength, definitely any kind of small grip, a vertical limit, any kind of upper bodies things. I think this course is going to play real well to her talents. Having a gymnastics background, she knows how to control her body and get swing going. Look, straight muscling it, doesn't even use a backswing.
Wow. Ooh, little bit of a spin there. Oh, but fortunately back rolls the right direction.
That's the way to dismount.
My goodness.
I thought that meant she was out. As soon as that box tipped, I thought she was out. What a great job for having body awareness. And she is not slowing down. She's literally speeding up. Oh my. What?
I am speechless right now.
I didn't even think about dive rolling. Yeah, you can make it by dive rolling. Holy smokes.
Her hands landed first on the landing platform, rolled out of it, flying like Superman out there. That was amazing.
Very smart. Barclay is flying through the course right now.
She is literally fly. Yep, literally flew.
Forward dive roll. Now she knows she's just one obstacle standing in her way between the buzzer.
I feel like she's really going for the highlight reel on this one.
Yeah. Well, I've been impressed with the dismount that she saved, the huge dive roll. Really catching her breath here, though. I wonder if it's a... Well,
yeah, what's happening right now?
She's thinking probably something along the lines of, I want to just be in the top 10. She doesn't have to crush it. She just wants to complete it. She doesn't know who all's made it or not made it through this obstacle. She knows this could be a make it or break it obstacle. So she's really catching her breath, going for a finish, not just speed. She's sped her way to this point.
Well, hooks that first ring pretty effortlessly.
Control the string here, Barclay.
Oh.
She got enough upper body to hop it back up there, though.
Just got to make sure that she's angled and going the right direction.
Wow. Where she's grabbing the ring, there she adjusts her hands. She was grabbing on the side of the ring. It's gonna be tough. Or she's gonna go and hop it over. Oh no, she's catching her breath by having it like that.
Now she's changing her technique, going full extension.
She's got to hop to the right of this. Make sure you go to the right here, Barclay.
We're just having a difficult time getting the right angle of the swing to release. There she goes.
Oh no.
One-handed. No, she's really hung up right now. Oh, and that's it. Just couldn't put that together.
No one going out on the steps so far.
As you said that fifth step took a wiggle. I'm like, oh, Grant.
I didn't talk that with my brain. I'm actually rooting for this young girl. She is so strong. It's funny, last time we just wanted to see her bust a smile.
Yeah.
So focused. We just wanted to see her crack a little smile out there. But she's in the zone.
She is one of the more stoic competitors. She's all business on the course, but relaxed about it, which I find so incredible. Like a young athlete like this, being able to maintain that composure and focus every step of the way through a course of this magnitude is very impressive.
That was I don't want to call it a veteran move. It's a practice move where she's coming at the landing platform, and instead of taking an extra swing to make sure she made it, she knew releasing the bungees would put her on the platform, and she dismounted right away, not wasting seconds and swings. Very smart move by Elena on that last obstacle. Again, gotta say it, man. I gotta braid my hair. It's obviously what works.
If I had the resources, I think I'd join you. I think I'd join you. Ooh, boy. Yeah. You could see it almost looked like on her face that you could tell she was coming up a little up short, and she just raised her knees as high as she could and rolled out of it. like it. Took the slack right out of that last rope.
She looks like she is taking a nap out there. Like, so calm, chill, heading into our last obstacle, barely even breathing hard. I think these competitors know that this last obstacle, it's about getting to the buzzer. They're in seclusion, so they don't know how many people have completed the course. We've had 5 make it so far, Jesse Lebrecht being our 5th.
And a lot of the athletes going out right here on the hook, line, and ringer, mainly because, as we've seen, their momentum gets them carried the wrong direction and they're unable to make the transition from that second ring to the hook.
Good body control here, hopping backwards.
Yeah! No extra swings there at all, makes it on the first attempt. Final dismount, big launch to the finishing platform, and she's done it again. Another buzzer in Major 2. She was doing put a ring on, I believe was the obstacle, and her face lit up.
She made it.
She made it.
I do like watching that in Kylie's runs. You can see in her face how she's feeling versus Elena being focused to the point of where you don't see any emotion till the end of the run. Kylie wears it during her run, which is something I do as well. Is she gonna link? Ooh, it looks like she thought about it. She shorted that grab to make almost like a speed lâché, but going ahead and get an extra swing. We know Kylie's about hitting them buzzers. Ooh, really good toss there. A lot of times on this first time through the course, you're feeling out the distance, the grabs. I'm sure a lot of this will change for ninjas on their second round.
Yeah, spending a little extra time on that second obstacle compared to previous runs through it. But again, as you said, maybe she's just feeling it out, not wanting to make a mistake, doing what she needs to do to correct. And if we learned anything from her runs in the major number 1, it's that she does have that grip strength to spare. Like she latched on to that, put a ring on it at the very end of the course and was able to get it done. So no doubt she can do the same in our Major 2 semifinal.
Yes.
Ooh, big drop. Gosh, that back leg looked like it fully extended, and Chris DeGangi, our judge, obviously saying that was a clear, man, that made me nervous.
The pipeline over there, at the end of that obstacle, I'm just waiting for someone to shoot that gap. Save a second or two. Makes you nervous every time seeing the jump there. Coming in hot, the name of the trampoline obstacle, is not really eating up a lot of athletes like I thought. The technique on that wood, finding it out, the figuring ways, even Barclay showing us how to dive roll through it. Look at how locked off she is. Very high on the rope, smart, so that when it drops right here, she's already high enough to dismount. She can actually come down a little bit on the rope if she wanted. Very smooth.
Familiar place for Kylie, right here. The final obstacle involving rings and hooking them.
Gotta think she knows how this feels.
Dropped off. Ooh, I like that, man. It's tough to tell with me when I watch Kylie because she does a lot of full extensions. Like on these suspended obstacles, a lot of times her arms are fully extended. And I do that when I'm pumped, when I just can't hold on anymore, when I'm losing my arm strength. But she has the arm strength. She has the grip strength. It's just part of her technique to conserve.
Wow.
Just like that.
I thought she was done. Dragged the ground, slowed her swing, rebuilt, and then still pulled it off. Get off of there.
That's amazing. Get out of my face. So well done.